I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back now. I've redecorated. This one's about net filters, and they do this. And if you're feeling really silly, they do this. Now I know this is not for everyone. If you're shooting a corporate and you need it to be crisp and clean, then leave your net filters at home. But if you're like me and you like to push your camera and you like DIY,
this stuff's called tulle. It's what they make tutus out of. Anyway, 20 cents a sheet. They're so easy to make, a child could do it.
And we'll put that one down there.
You glue it down, keep it tight, file off the edges, et voila. Sure, you could rubber band it, but I want these to be reusable and to work in my matte box.
I've tried the net filters in a couple of scenarios. The first one of note was at VR Studios with Douglas Blair. Douglas has an album coming out and a music video to boot. This is what happens when your client lets you fuck up your footage on purpose.
So that has the thing on it?
No,
Oh, okay, there you
this
go.
does not have the thing on it.
All right, let's see
So-
what happens when you stick the thing. That's wicked cool. Come on.
Yeah?
That's fucking
You happy?
great, of course. Any of that shit, dude.
All right,
Try all that
love
shit.
it.
Try any of that shit, man. It's all good. What's
said
this?
yes.
This fell out of something important.
Let's just have a look at what they look like. There's the pink.
And yes, you can see the net pattern, but that's because the focus is set to about 50 centimetres.
There's the orange.
Well, I can give you guitar whenever you like there, mister.
Whack it out a bit further and the effect takes hold.
There's the green.
I don't know. We'll try it.
No, we're using pink. I'm just testing out all our options.
It seems the lighter the colour, the more effect it has.
The blue. There's the yellow. There's the black. I have a feeling the black is a little bit like a Black Pro Mist, which is hopefully really pretty. The difference is, oh, that's nice and subtle. I like that. And then when that's there, yeah, that's beautiful. And then there's these. These are a little bit more ridiculous. We've got a sparkly net and we've got a ridiculously dense mesh. The sparkly net does all sorts of really silly things to the image. But if that's what you're up for and if you want to do something, here we go. Yeah,
Wow.
it does all sorts of silly things. And then the dense mesh makes it look really foggy. It's really silly and you're never going to use it, but I thought I'd giving it a go.
Does it look spaggy?
Yeah.
The other mesh is pretty interesting.
Currently my favourite is the pink. I think the pink's beautiful. Gives you a nice vintage feel. Right. So, we've got two pinks, we can stick them on both lenses. So, yeah. Pink is what we ended up with.
Hear it.
And I believe the world will be alright. Then the vacuum left by one.
Obviously, if you're going to place a pink filter in front of your lens, you are going to create a skin tone challenge for yourself. And shine a light into the lens, you're going to get quite a lot of colour cast on the flare. But I decided to lean into that and just have fun with it. After all, what would be the point in using them otherwise? One thing I'd not anticipated is the texture in the bokeh, but I love that too.
I think I'd rather be dead.
the filters work best with practical lights. One of my favourite locations in Thurku is a trucker's petrol station. On a misty night it looks incredible. The light bleeds and the whole place glows. However, mist is a bugger to schedule. So I popped out with my filters and this is what happened.
My wife tells me that this music is far too dramatic for the scene, but I really like it when the light turns on. One of the things I like about these filters is that just enough information stays in focus. I'm not sure I can think of a more inexpensive and dramatic alteration to an image. Love it or hate it, tell me you can't think of a scenario where these would come in handy. Again, not for everyone, and maybe if I used a wider grade of mesh the effects would be less dramatic. But as a concept, I think it said its piece.
Last but not least was the fishing line experiment.
I've not worked out what to do with these yet, so if you come up with an idea, then please put it in the comments section below. Now there's loads of stuff like this on my channel, so here's some links to peruse.
I'll put a link in the description for Douglas's video when it's released. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.